Hola, and welcome to Spain Impossible. Yesterday was June 1st. I almost said today's June 1st, but that's not true. Yesterday was June 1st. So I have a debt update for you guys. Remember, I am paying off a mountain of $28,000 in credit card debt that I got into over the last year having some health issues. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I will talk a little bit about the three different types of debt repayment kind of schemes that are out there. So stay tuned, guys. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I am Jim, your host. If you're new here to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been here before, you guys know I'm kind of a crazy old coot, so let's start with subscribe now. You don't want to miss anything. I'm doing 100 pounds losing 100 pounds in a year, getting out of $28,000 in credit card debt, and I am moving to Spain, baby. I'm getting out of the U.S. So give me the old thumbs up. Hey, you know what? If you find value from this, I got a little buy me a coffee thing. Go buy me a coffee instead of giving that money to Starbucks anyways. So all of my resources are completely free over on SpainImpossible.com. Not even an email address. Just click on the button, download the resource. It's yours for free. So let's get into it. I'm going to try and make this one quick because you know this old coot can rattle on forever. But last month was the first month in paying off debt. So my plan was to, when I drop my school off at my son, when I drop my son off at school in the morning, since I have to be up anyways, because I work 3 to 11, so I don't get into bed until midnight every night. So getting up at 6 a.m. in the morning is kind of a drag my ass out of bed situation, if you know what I'm saying. But I thought I would do a food delivery service in the morning. Got to be up and out, dropping my son off to school anyways. Well, that didn't work out that well. Because number one, I wasn't very busy, so I wasn't making very much. Not that I'm not going to continue to try it, but tomorrow is the last day I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and take my son to school. So I can finally sleep a little bit more than, 5.5, 6 hours if I'm lucky. So we'll get back into the food delivery service a little bit, but I'm also being asked to pick up some overtime at work, so that will help as well. But anyways, in May, I didn't have a lot of extra income. It was what I could scrape together from my paychecks and my wife's paychecks. So last month, I paid $819.60 down on that $28,000 in debt. And that's comparing the total on May 1st to the total on June 1st. Now, obviously, the payments that I made throughout the course of the month, the minimum payments on all these credit cards, was $1,609. So the $819 was what I could put extra on all of these credit cards. One credit card I made a $500 payment on and a separate $200 payment on. And then I have a credit card that has several of my auto pay things hooked up to it. So instead of paying the minimum on that, I always have to pay $400 to $500 a month just to make sure that I'm covering all of the stuff that I have connected to it. Anyways, real quick, I want to get to, there's 3 different main ways that people will be pushing out there, different schemes, if you will, for paying down debt. And we're not talking about debt consolidation loans or, these debt relief agencies that tell you to just stop paying for everything for 6 months. And then right before you get sued, we'll call all your creditors and negotiate you a new lower amount, even though your credit is now completely trashed because you haven't been making payments for 6 months. So we're not doing that kind of shit here. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to swear. There are 3 main types, and I will go into deeper things later on. I'm trying to make this video quick. So a lot of people out there are talking about velocity paydown. There's the snowball method, which is the method that I'm using. And there is the avalanche method. Now, real quick, velocity is basically You put a huge chunk of money on one credit card every month the day before the payment, the statement closes. And then you use that credit card to pay all of your bills that you can pay with a credit card throughout the course of the month. So essentially you're moving money that you would pay out of your checking account to this credit card, and it does help you pay out. Now, the math does work. It is a situation where this can work for certain people, but that's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is pay as much as I can on these credit cards one at a time, get them paid off, get the damn things closed. They're done forever. So I'm using the snowball method, which puts the lowest balance first, and then so you get small wins, next balance, next balance, next balance, next balance. That's, for me, I need the small wins. Almost got one of my credit cards paid off today. The balance was just a little over $1,000, so paying down 700 of it in the month was fantastic. But the Avalanche method, the last method that's out there, basically looks at interest rate. Pay off your highest interest rate first. I'm dealing with credit cards, and the reason why this one doesn't make sense is all my credit cards are within a point or two percentage-wise in terms of the interest that's charged on it. Now, if I was racking up, if I had credit card and car loan and mortgage and personal loans and other loans in there, then yeah, maybe ranking them by interest rate and doing it that way would be the way to go, with the exception of the fact that essentially the credit card debt's the only thing that I'm really seriously worried about paying off. Because if you've seen some of my other videos, I have a car note. My wife's car is paid for. I have a car note. But that doesn't matter to me because I'm selling the car to move to Spain. I'm not taking the damn thing with me. You know how much it costs to ship? Hey, that's a good idea for a video. How much does it cost to ship a car to Spain? I'll bet you it's probably $10,000, $12,000, more than the value of what the car will be worth, more than likely, in 2.5 years. So that's it for today, guys. This is the debt roundup video. This will be a once-a-month thing right after the 1st, so I can kind of let you know what happened in the month, let you know how much I paid off, and remember to subscribe and give me the old thumbs up. And hey, if you're finding value from this stuff, everything I provide is completely free, including the resources on the website. There's a little QR code up here for buying me a coffee. Buy me a coffee. Don't buy Starbucks a coffee. They don't need it anyways. Besides, that stuff's terrible for you. Watch some of my health videos. You'll get the idea. But that's it for today, guys. Remember, come along for the journey, man. It's going to be one hell of a journey. I will catch you on the next one.